Here's a fun card trick that happens to be my favorite card trick. You can do this for a friend of a friend. You can do this for a work associate. You can have a lot of fun with this. You also have to be a little sneaky. What you do is you go up to one person and you say, please pick a random card out of the deck. They can take any card that they want. You say, show it to your friends, which they do. They show it to their friends and family. Please place it back in the deck of cards. We'll make sure it's not sticking out. I could even do a little shuffle here if I wanted to. You see, I've been practicing this for quite some time. Prepare to be amazed. I'm going to look through the cards and I know for a fact that you, oh, this was so easy, had the 8 of hearts. No, okay. You had the 8, you didn't have the 8 of hearts. You didn't, okay. Oh, I know that you had the, I was close, the 8 of spades. It was the, it's not, you're shaking, it was an 8. It was not an 8. It was, I was going to say it was an 8, non-8. It was not. All right. A queen. You had the queen of... Okay. This is very embarrassing. I'm trying to show you. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll practice. I want to make a good impression. I thought I narrowed it down to just a few cards. And I really thought I had this. I really... Is it any of the... It's not any of those? I'll tell you what. I'll practice. And I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call. I don't have your number. Would I be able to reach you at 434-555-7867? Oh, that's your phone number? Well, that's odd. The explanation for the phone number non-finding card trick. Now, this does require a little bit of detective work. What you need to do is know the person's phone number. That's why I said this is good for a friend of a friend. You can say, watch, I'm going to freak out so-and-so. Do you have their phone number? And then you just lay out the cards that match their phone number, okay? And so you have those on the top of the deck. So the top, it depends on if you want to do the area code or whatever. The top of the deck is their phone number. So you allow them to pick any card as long as it's not from the top of the deck. That's very important. So I push over a group of cards. I let them pick any card. They do. It doesn't really matter. Hopefully I'm not going to find it. If I do find it, it's still a good trick. Then I can save the phone number trick for somebody else. But we show the card, 6 of diamonds in this case. I have them place the card back in. Generally what I do is I kind of look to see where they're putting the card. So if it's in the middle, I know to stay away from the middle of the deck if I don't want to find it by accident. If it's at the bottom, I know I can go towards the middle of the deck. They then bring them up. By the way, I did the little shuffle. You can shuffle if you want. Just make sure you don't disturb the top 10 or so cards there. Just don't mess those up. You see what I did there? It's like that whole stack there. And so when you do it, just let those fall on the top of the deck. Not necessary. Because you just say, I'm going to find your card now. And you go through, and I usually just have a little fun with it. I say, was it the 7 of spades? It wasn't the 7 of spades. It was a 7, though. I get a feeling it was a 7. It wasn't a 7? Okay. So it wasn't the diamond, was it? And you just name off a few. Now what you're going to do is say, I'm so embarrassed. Maybe if I just narrow it down to a few cards, you'd be impressed. And you just flip the top cards over, spelling out their phone number, you see. Okay? And you can make a little joke. I even kind of group it a little bit like this. So area code, first 3 digits, last 4. They usually won't notice because they're not saying the names. They're just watching for their card. And so so you go and you say, it's none of these? Can I call you? I don't have your, wait a minute. Can I just call you at, what do we have? 434-555-7868. Would that be okay? And it'll freak them out. Now you can get the phone number a lot of different ways. That's up to you. Get off a business card if it's a business associate. Get it off of a friend, like I said. Few just little cosmetic things that I'll tell you that I always do. Learned this a long time ago because I worked at restaurants with people that were sitting across from me. Is I always do everything from their view. So in this case, the numbers read from left to right. You see, 434. That would be their phone number. If I had it the other way, so the 4 was over here, it would be backwards to them. And I just think that's a polite thing to do, to let the audience see what you want them to see. So it just makes it easier. So when you place them on the deck, make sure that the top card ends up on their left side, so that they read it like they would normally read from left to right. Okay? It's not that difficult at all. Give it some practice there. It's actually quite impressive if they can't figure out how you got the phone number, so have fun with that. Just don't keep calling them. It's annoying.